16 minutes after 7. Good morning. A look at traffic and accident now with lanes blocked. That would be westbound 50 at the 99 interchange. Traffic backed up on 99 all the way down to Florin Road. And a bit of a slowdown now between Watt Avenue and Stockton Boulevard on westbound 50. To the phone now, here is Dan in Sonoma. What's up, Dan?
Hey, Sean, good morning. It is Monday, so let's do this quick Chicago shooting report. 22 shot, only one dead. That's good. That's obviously good news. But it's still Chicago, and it's still a hellhole.
And the
White probably always will be.
And the White Sox are still bad.
And I take great pleasure in that, by the way, and I'll get to the Trump shooting in a second. That's Barack Obama's team. He's a White Sox fan. So his historic, record losing streak not losing streak, but losses with the White Sox, I'm reveling in. I hope he's having a horrible year.
Well, it's hard to believe that Barack Obama is actually a real dyed-in-the-wool baseball fan.
It's hard to believe anything from that guy.
He just,
he's
one of those fair weather fans where he's just like, oh, yeah, the Red Sox, South Chicago, that's Reds. He doesn't watch games.
Very evil man, Barack Obama. Don't think otherwise.
ELO should have done that song. Instead of Evil Woman, it should have been Evil Man about him. That's what it should have been.
I would have bought that, actually.
That's why I don't have hit songs, Dan.
This situation with the second shooting, when was this? What was the first shooting? Was it a couple months ago?
It was July 13th. Yeah.
Okay.
2 months ago.
So it's second shooting in 2 months. This is a situation where Republicans should literally drop everything. I'm talking about Mike Johnson and the whole crew and focus 100% on Secret Service. The Secret Service leadership and everyone involved should be on Capitol Hill this morning being peppered with questions. Because, again, we know this, we predicted this. People like Dan and myself had saw this coming. There's going to be other assassination attempts from now until November 5th, and especially after November 5th. If President Trump wins, they're not going to let him in the White House. They're going to triple and quadruple their efforts to assassinate and kill this man. So that's why Republicans all I heard from Republicans were, oh, thank God the president is safe. God's the only one protecting the president right now. You need to take action and start doing something. Stop giving stupid, flowery statements. Speaking of statements, Biden and Democrats did respond yesterday, and they used exactly the same phrase they used the first time. We condemn this, and I believe that's code phrase for hey, we hope the shooter gets it this time. They're not condemning anything. And by the way, no, does anyone feel reassured that the Democrats condemn this shooting? No, of course not. But something has to happen. And again, it's up to Republicans to do what they should. Are they going to? No, of course not.
No, they're not going to do anything. All we'll get from that is crickets. That will just be crickets. But when will the next one be? You know what? I have a feeling there probably won't be another one until after the election. Then
I hope you're right.
Then, well, there'll be another one. If he doesn't win, then maybe they'll stop. I don't know.
Well, where did they find this guy? I said with the first shooter, they recruit people like this. There's probably an army of people like this that are easily swayed, easily programmed. Look at the expression on this guy's face as he's been put into the police car. He was proud of himself. He thought he was doing, the Lord's work, that sort of thing, by getting rid of this monster, because that's how Donald Trump has been painted. And so a lot of there's a fair amount of portion of the country that believes that. So
that's
again,
sad,
where do these
too.
people come from? Well, here's the other thing, too.
If people really believe that, we're in deep trouble.
Well, with this shooter, as opposed to the last one, the big difference is this guy's still alive. So if I'm anyone who has any moxie on the Republican side, I'm going to grill this guy, bring him out, drain every bit of information as possible from him. But he's probably going to be too well protected by Soros types and the rest of the Democrat Party.
They're really mad at him.
Tell me. Oh well, yeah.
He didn't. He failed.
That's it. No, you're not joking. I know that.
No,
and that's what's
I'm
sad
not.
about it. Yeah. So this situation does tell me, though, that all this bubble, this illusion by the media. The Kamala Harris is, she's moving up close and she's gaining ground. I think that's a complete lie. I think that's a total lie. I think if they thought Donald Trump was going to lose badly, they wouldn't be going to this effort. But he is winning. He's winning, and so this is a desperate attempt to literally get rid of him, any way, shape, and form. But again, don't believe the illusion that the media is projecting. This is just a fantasy. It's no different than Hollywood. They're projecting this falsehood that Kamala Harris is popular, that she's liked. None of that's true. None of that's true whatsoever, because she's in bad shape. And Dan from Elk Grove had asked about Ukraine, why that's so special. I'm convinced that has been for years, maybe decades, a nation of corruption with countless politicians, and both Democrat and Republican alike. They use that nation to enrich themselves. When President Trump made that infamous call to Zelensky years ago, Democrats knew that Trump was getting too close to the truth, and they immediately began impeachment proceedings.
Dan, you are a fine American.
And a lousy, and not the worst Mexican. I'm still giving that to Tomas.
Well, you're very generous. Thank you. Talk to you tomorrow.
All right, bud. Thanks.
7:22, sunny and 70.